righty. 1:30, we will go back for the recap. We're going to start with you, Kyle. All right. Going to you in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Alumni Hall. My name's Kyle Templin. Next to me is Joe Deasy. And so far, the Central Catholic Viking JV squad is down by 3 points. Newcastle coming in here, 33-30. High-scoring first half. A lot of outside shooting for Newcastle. It seems to be that's their game plan coming in here, is to shoot the three, and they are very effective doing it. Central, different game, some perimeter shooting, but mostly their game is inside, down low. And, they got into some trouble with that early on, but they've been able to stick with that game and stay close. That seems to be, what their game plan has been all season. But, again, it'll be interesting to see if they change that up here in the second half, if they try to move a little bit more of the ball outside in order to get, to that, or if they stick with their game and just keep moving the press. That seems to be another thing that they tend to lean on, is they start to pressure teams up front, force them to make mistakes, and then put that defensive transition on, and then start scoring points in bunches that way.
Absolutely. We saw a couple turnovers with their full court press. Unfortunately, they weren't able to convert them into points, but I think, like you said, that pressure's there. Eventually, they're going to get on the crack and hopefully convert on those plays.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a strategy that they have used in the past. And as you can see, very, very effective right there early on.
A little over back.
Yeah.
For Newcastle, Central's ball. Central's been extremely disciplined on offense, passing it 4 or 5 times until they're even looking for a shot.
Yeah.
I think it's by design. I think that's what Coach has them doing. And they do look comfortable, and, they just got to convert some of those.
Yeah, big thing there is don't take a shot that's not available. And that's really big when it comes to, preparing them for that next level. So obviously, at the varsity level, they don't want shooters that are taking shots, forcing shots. They want them taking smart shots. Newcastle, offensive rebound there.
But just a reminder to everyone viewing at home, this is the JV game. Varsity will be immediately after this. They typically start around 7:30. So, yeah, we are just getting into the second half of the JV game.
So drive inside there, finger roll, but did not go in, rolled off the rim. So number 3 for Newcastle there also attempts the finger roll.
Central with an inbound under their own basket.
Central trying to drive inside.
He was open, unfortunately. That was a good play. Number 3 ran across, was open at the down low position, but bad pass to him, hit off his ankles.
Central going to retain.
Deep shot by number 41.
Yeah. Shot outside by Central.
We apologize. We don't have any of the rosters for the JV teams. We do got the varsity rosters, so we'll just be calling.
Number 3 strikes again for Newcastle there, perimeter from the corner. And that will put Newcastle up by 6, 38-32, less than 5 left here in the third quarter. Drive inside there by number 1.
Great job by number 1.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent move inside.
It was one of those four pass plays again.
Nice defensive play there by Central. Good transition to get the ball into the offensive section there.
Great drive.
Lead cut to 2. 38-36 now. Newcastle on top. Nice defense.
Number 20 with the steal.
Central setting up their play with a chance to tie the game here or possibly take the lead. 3-point shot up and good by number 41. That gives them the lead, 39-38 with under 4 minutes left. Press is on. And Newcastle going to call a timeout as they lose the lead there. That's probably a good call as the momentum swing happens.
Just to remind everyone, again, viewing at home, Central only has 6 guys on the entire bench and team. So they're working with 1 sub tonight.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive, like we were talking about at the half, I'm almost positive that that is Bradley Gompers, who is normally on the varsity team. He is a sophomore, so he is eligible to play on the JV squad, so it's not like there's anything shady going on here.
Yeah.
He is eligible to play on the JV squad. I think that there might be some guys that for the JV squad that might be out, and they needed to pull Gompers from the varsity squad to play a little double duty. And so I think that's why we're seeing such a short bench. Now, normally they do play with the short bench. They normally only play with 2 people on their bench. But to have 1 and then Gompers also playing, I think that says a lot. And, also, again, to point out, this is an undefeated JV team. And right now, they're 39-38. I mean, the tenacity of this team is amazing.
And the endurance, we talk about this.
Yeah, the conditioning of this team is something else.
There's no choice. I mean, Newcastle has 6 guys on their bench, 2 coaches. When you look at Central, there's a coach, and sometimes you see a guy sitting there.
Yeah, exactly. So Newcastle with the shot down low, puts them up 40-39.
Wide open shot from number 3. Misses. Newcastle bringing it back down.
And there's that transition defense that we were talking about. So Central backing off from the full press.
Number 3, good from the foul line for 2 points.
He's got to have well over 20 points in this game.
He's definitely the primary shooter.
Yeah. Drive inside, a little bit too aggressive to the basket there in order to get it to go in. Nice offensive rebound there by Central. A little bit of a bad pass though. Was able to regain control though. Drive inside there by number 3. Nice touch on the basketball that time on his drive inside. Nice rebound there by Central. Central bringing it back. Nice mid-range shot. And goes in.
With the touch.
Yeah. So this is what I mean. Sometimes, you know, before first half, that shot wouldn't have gone in for Central. Second half, those shots are starting to go in. Sometimes that's the game. Nice pass.
Full court pass.
Yeah, nice. Good awareness there by Central to see the guy down court like that.
To number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3 said, I'll take it myself.
That was a tremendously athletic move there by number 3. That was impressive.
He started at the foul line. And
yeah, that was very impressive.
Number 2 open down low again.
21, very aggressive move also to the basket there and able to draw the foul. So just under a minute 30 left here in the third period.
You called it. It's going to be a ball game.
Oh, absolutely. 45 to 44.
They've been neck and neck the entire time.
So substitutions for both squads. I guess I should really just say for Central substitution. So
every time I glance over at the bench, it's just, where are they? There is no one there.
Right.
Another great play from number 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Just over a minute left. Central up by 1, 47-46 here in the third period. Great pass inside. Nice mid-range jumper, and I'll tell you what, 41's got the touch right now. Number 3 from the top of the key. Wow. Oh, wow. 30 seconds left, game tied, 49 apiece, third period.
Central may hold for final shot. Looks like they will.
Oh!
Newcastle blocked the pass.
Nice offensive rebound to keep it alive.
Ref not calling anything on that.
No.
Central's coach not happy. Staring at the ref, just asking him why.
Yeah. So 49-49, and we will head into the fourth period. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Alumni Hall, home of your Central Catholic Vikings. And right now, they are in the middle of a struggle. Undefeated streak by the JV squad on the line as the Central Catholic JV Vikings are tied up 49-49 as Newcastle has come in here and given them a fight. Joe Deasy, what do they need to do to win here in the final period of this game?
You know, we said it once, we said it a million times. They got a short bench, but I think they have the endurance. They got to keep that full court press up and keep Newcastle on their toes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's been their key to getting back into this game. They were down early, and their key has been really their transition defense and that press, and that's what's kept them in the game.
And also, you got to play 3 closer. You know this guy could shoot.
Yeah.
He's shooting 2-3 feet back farther from the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to put a blanket on that kid.
You can't let him have that anymore.
Yeah, I understand that you're, you pride yourself on, with a short bench it's tough because you can't have a guy foul out, right? So you got to play smart, but you do have to play 3 a lot closer. I mean, that's for sure. Because he right now he's destroying you.
Great move by number 41. Didn't get to go in.
Yeah, it bounced every part of that rim, but into the net, that's for sure. So just over 6 minutes left there. And they're starting to double team 3.
That's what happens when you double team, though. Somebody's going to be open.
Yeah.
Who'd they find? Was it number 20 down low?
So Newcastle goes up 51-49.
Central still playing their game, still not forcing shots.
Yeah.
And look at the ball movement. We talked about it all game.
Yeah. Nice post up.
And one.
And draws the foul. And one, you're right.
Great play at number 21.
And he does that a lot, Joe. I've watched him all season. He does that a lot. He has a great post-up game.
He's slippery down low.
He is. And I'll tell you what, as he develops, as a kid, he gets bulkier and everything. If he stays down low, he's going to be a big threat on the varsity squad in that down low position.
Absolutely. And 21 makes the bucket. I wish we had their names and their years.
Yeah.
But, the Central squad's good. They're undefeated for a reason.
Yeah, no doubt. Drive inside, put up there.
53-52, Newcastle up 1, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is definitely they're going to push this all the way down to the last shot, I think. The way this is going.
20 from deep.
Wow.
It's a great shot by number 20 on Central's team. And 20 with the steal. Him in 3, battling in the corner. 3 dribbles around him like he's been doing all day. Central number 1 with the block.
Yeah, and one would have liked the charge there, but
it's tough. They're moving so quick.
Yeah. It is tough.
It's just like one of those calls from the ref. It could go either way.
It could.
We've seen so many games. Sometimes they're going one way, sometimes they're going the other.
Yeah, it could.
Ref talking to number 20, making sure they're all right.
Yeah.
Number 3 getting double teamed on their side of the court.
Oh, and this is what I mean. This is where
put some pressure. Crank up the heat, Cal.
This is where the pressure happens.
Crank it up.
This is where the pressure happens with this JV squad, where they put the pressure and then they force mistakes. And this is what they're good at. Like I said, this is how they make teams force mistakes, and this is how they've won all season. I mean, it really is. Like, it's a game plan that they've used all season. Ooh. Ooh, that was a hard foul.
Low amount of fouls in this second half.
Yeah,
we have 4
by both teams.
Total fouls between both teams. And,
both teams.
I'm looking into my crystal ball of this varsity game, and I don't see this few fouls happening.
Yeah.
They use them all.
Yeah, definitely at the varsity level, you see, a lot more fouls. JV, we've definitely seen. Whoa, that
Number
was
20 picked his pocket.
Yeah,
great play.
Completely. So timeout there by Newcastle, and I think that's a smart timeout as momentum is definitely shifted. As Central Catholic has gone up by 4 now with 4 minutes left in the game, and that is a full timeout. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Ace, a skilled sharpshooter in their respective tradecraft. Do you have what it takes to be an ace? Located in Homestead, Pennsylvania at the Bank on 8th, Ace Axe Throwing is the place where you and your friends can throw axes, drink, have fun, and compete to become an ace. Open Monday through Sunday. Book your tickets online today at www.aceaxethrowing.com. Discover who the ace really is.
Welcome back to Alumni Hall. My name's Kyle Templin. Next to me is Joe Deasy. And Joe, Central Catholic up now 57-53. This is a tremendously high-scoring game for a junior varsity affair.
Absolutely. If we had Ryan with us, he would know the average points of each team.
Yeah, he would.
Our statistician, not
He
here.
would.
Our student statistician.
Yes.
And what, Central was going into half trailing by 2?
Trailing by 2. Yes, they were.
So now they're on top by 4. Newcastle with the ball, moving it around the perimeter. They got to 3, their point guard, their main shooter. 24 with the shot. No good. Central rebound. Central number 21, and he gets fouled. And they're just going to be bringing it in because we are nowhere near the bonus.
Yeah, no, not yet. Again, very low foul game. So now Newcastle with the press.
Central loves this perimeter play where they just dish it, guy runs behind.
It's what they're good at.
Very
41
uncharacteristic.
called with the travel.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot, but actually been a lot of traveling called in this game. I don't know if that's something that, you know, the officials maybe just watched the video on, but it's been called a lot in this game, and you don't normally see that a lot.
The commish had them in for some education.
Yeah, it's
Told them
been
to
called quite a bit.
pump up those walking calls.
Yeah.
Get your numbers up.
Yeah, so. Nice steal there by 41 to make up for the travel call.
He'll take it himself.
Yeah.
And he's fouled. Wow, we just talked about it, and there wasn't that many. I think they had 3 when we noticed it, 3 fouls. Now they're up to 5.
Yep, 5. So he will go to the line.
Newcastle with 5 team fouls. Central only with 1 team foul.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, you have to commend them on their discipline, because again, they have no choice but to be disciplined because their bench is so short. They can't afford to get into foul trouble.
Uh-oh, looks like we got a lane violation here.
Yeah, lane
on
violation
Central.
there, so that shot will not count.
41 did make the first one. Second one will not count.
So 58-53. Central up. Just over 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Newcastle trying to feed the ball to number 3. 4 shot, and banks are in.
That was a 4 shot, but he was able to bank it in.
Yeah. So Central now with a 2-point lead. Just over 2 minutes.
Deep.
And that's a huge shot there, as that's a 3-point play. 61-56 now. Central Catholic on top.
That was a huge bucket. And he's been, that number 20 has been pretty hot this second quarter.
Yeah, he's been
half.
clutch for them. And they're trying to get number 3 open again.
Another 4 shot from 3. This time does not go in.
Yep. Press on by Newcastle.
Yep, applying the pressure. Central gets out of it.
Minute 30 left.
Yep.
And Newcastle rushes in for the foul.
Thank you to everyone tuning in at home. This is definitely going to be a great varsity basketball game after this. They normally get started around 7:30, and I think it's the number 1 in the versus the number 2 seed, or just rankings in the Whippeal.
So foul on number 20. That's going to put number 1 at the line. With a minute 18 left in the game.
I saw you, I've been watching the streams they do all the time. I saw you in the corner the whole time of the game. Yeah. I was like, I was talking to Jeff.
And that's another foul.
I was like, I see Phil the whole
But
game.
that is going to be on number 41 for Central.
I love it too.
Newcastle ball.
How the camera is. You were on the stream.
Just over a minute left. So Newcastle going to try to get something on the board here. Number 3. Offensive rebounds. 21. Big rebound there by 21, though, for Central Catholic.
Here we are, into the bonus. That did creep up pretty quick.
Yeah. So with a minute left in the game, 21 is going to go to the line for Central Catholic.
Central up 5 points.
Huge rebound there by 21. And foul by Newcastle. So that puts Central back at the line. So still a 5-point advantage, Central Catholic Vikings. That's going to put number 20 for the Vikings to the line. Six-point advantage now, Vikings. Seven-point advantage. So a little bit of an overreach there by number 20 on number 3, but they have fouls to give, so Newcastle will retain. Number 3 will bring the ball back up court for Newcastle. Number 3 drives inside, finger roll. Huge rebound there by number 41 for the Vikings. And he will immediately be fouled by Newcastle. And that's going to put 41 at the line. And that will put the Vikings in the double bonus. So he gets 2. Ooh, in and out.
Gym is really starting to get full.
Yeah.
If you are tuning in at home and coming to the game, get here quick before you don't have a seat.
So 8-point advantage, 64-56. Central Catholic Vikings on top.
Deep
long
shot.
Long
Deep
shot there
shot.
by Newcastle.
They're going to let him go.
Yeah.
Looks like Central's going to take this one away, and Kyle, it's been a ball game.
Yeah, no, it was close, you know, until it ran away from Newcastle. The Vikings hung in there, and they played their game all the way to the
You
end.
said it the whole time.
Yeah, they played their game all the way to the end.
They didn't look frazzled or do anything out of the
That's
blue.
what this team does.
They kept their fouls low.
And when you're on an undefeated streak, how can you get frazzled, Joe? I mean, you play your game because it works, right? You have that swagger, and that's what you do. So.
Yep. Shout out to the JV coach for keeping them disciplined, and just all around great game.
All right. So another win for the Central Catholic JV team, undefeated still, and we'll be right back with your varsity action right after this.
At Central Catholic, being connected takes on a deeper meaning. Since 1927, these hallowed hallways have been responsible for connecting young men and forging everlasting values. At Central Catholic, being connected means being part of a brotherhood. Men who may come from different backgrounds and have different interests, but men who share a fundamental connection, the Central Catholic connection.
Welcome to Alumni Hall. My name's Kyle Templin. Next to me is Joe Deasy. We are in the Steel City, and we don't normally get hurricanes that blow through, but tonight Newcastle is coming through here, and the Hurricanes of Newcastle are coming in here as the #1 seed in the WPIAL. 16-2 overall, Joe. #3 in the state on a 5-game winning streak, but of those 2 losses, one of them are to your Central Catholic Vikings.
What an electric intro, Kyle. I'm
Yeah,
honored.
and whiteout here by the Fleet. They're coming in full support like they always do. The 6th man here. Tip-off won by the Vikings. I'm telling you, it's a packed house. I mean, there were Newcastle fans that were here for the JV game. It was the most packed I've ever seen a JV game. This is going to be a loud game, and I expect this to be a very high-scoring game. Newcastle coming in averaging over 60 points a game, and we know that the Vikings, they can ramp up the scoring when they need to, but their key to winning, it seems like, whenever they do win, whenever they take over games, is to keep the scoring low.
Absolutely. And, you know, we watched all the home games here. You got to get all the players involved. It can't just be the Panty show. You know, Cole Sullivan, all of these guys that are banging down low. When they have big games, that's when they're securing wins.
Yeah, you're right about that. It seems like whenever they do win, it's big bully ball down low, and they use Sheedway and they use Cole Sullivan down low.
Last home game, DePanty wasn't playing. He wasn't dressed. I think
No, he was not.
I think he twisted his ankle in the warm-up, so it's nice to see him back here on the court.
And DePanty drawing a foul early. DePanty with the ball, off to Wayner. Sheedway back to DePanty. Down low to Sheedway. Sheedway posts up. Couldn't get it to go. Sheedway with the
Got his own rebound.
Ties the game up.
You're right. It is loud in here.
Yeah, it is. It is. Newcastle, nice ball movement so far by Newcastle. Setting up their outside three-point shot. Air ball. Cole Sullivan blocking out.
Fleet loves that.
Absolutely.
They're letting him know.
Absolutely. As we've said many times, the Fleet, they contribute on their end. Very intimidating bunch for the opposing team. Cole Sullivan over to Sheedway. Sheedway over to DePanty. DePanty over to Waynard.
Looks like he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, rare mistake there by Waynard. So Newcastle will take over.
That was a great play. Great play
nice
across
pass
the
on
middle.
the inside, yeah. Cutting on the inside. DePanty driving up fast. Up court there. They're going to say that Newcastle tipped that out, so Vikings will retain.
Another rare misstep by DePanty.
Cole Sullivan will take the inbound back to Waynard.
They're letting Peyton take the ball a little more than DePanty normally would.
Yeah, I think that, he did pretty well the last game.
Yeah, he was the point guard for the last game when DePanty was out.
Cole Sullivan,
Big board.
easy two.
That's what they needed.
So tied up at 4. Each team, I think, feeling out the offense. So Wilkerson not happy with that foul.
Very low fouling game for the JV game before this, so I don't think we're going to see that here in the varsity.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Mid-range shot there. Gababa with the rebound.
Central JV did win their game before this. They stay undefeated.
DePanty, nice baseline pass there to Gababa for the easy two. So getting Sheedway and Cole Sullivan in early. Getting them involved early. Vikings up by 2, 6-4.
That number 2 is
Newcastle responds.
everywhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he is.
DeJuan Young, he is playing a heck of a game.
DePanty inside, and wow, they're going to call that a jump ball. Are you kidding me?
Refs letting everyone know that this is their game and they're controlling it.
Yeah, no, and you got to do that when you got a packed house like this.
Not
that's for
listening
sure.
to either side of the fans.
Yeah, no, you got to do that when you got a packed house like this. Wow. I'll tell you what, I am impressed with the Newcastle passing inside the key like that. Great cut passes on the inside. Newcastle up 8-6.
They're playing
Under
physical
4 minutes.
and tight on the ball.
Yeah. Sheedway inside. And when you get that big man inside like that, there's nobody on Newcastle that can stop him. They just do not have the size.
Fleet letting them know
Absolutely.
that you can't guard them.
Can't. Tommy Christian bringing the ball up. Over to Peyton Waynard. Over to DeBaba. Cole Sullivan now has the ball. To Sheedway, to Waynard. Cole Sullivan inside, trying to get it inside to DeBaba. Stolen by Newcastle. Newcastle drives baseline, kicks it back out, but mishandled. Vikings will take over.
That's that Fleet pressure.
Yep.
They were in the corner right by the student section, hit off his ankle, out of bounds.
Absolutely, sixth man over there. DePanty will bring the ball up for the Vikings. Driving inside. Nice mid-range jumper. In and out. tied up 8 apiece. 2:45 left in the first period. Ooh, nice outside pass there by Newcastle. 3-point shot, and it's good. They're going to call that a 2-pointer. So 10-8. Peyton Wainer stops. I thought he was going to shoot the ball there. Tommy Christian. Back to Wainer. Wainer pulls up, mid-range jumper. Cole Sullivan, big offensive rebound there. Pulls up, puts it in off the backboard.
He got to go up with that every single time when he gets in.
Absolutely.
He's a standout football player. I think he was in contention for Whippeal Player of the Year.
Absolutely, huge
football player.
Huge football player, yeah.
Great kid.
So knotted up at 10, under 2 minutes left in the first period. Just what you would expect from a number 1 versus a number 2, Joe.
The hype is real.
Great drive to the inside there on that basket by number 12 for Newcastle.
Some of these plays on both sides look like they could be in college.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing play by both sides so far. Wainer over to DePanty. DePanty inside to Sullivan. Sullivan over to Wainer. Wainer driving inside, back outside, into DePanty. Cole Sullivan, big move inside.
Not going to fall.
Vikings will retain possession. Sullivan coming outside along with Wainer. They're going to take a break.
On their feet, not happy with that call.
So we are going to see Patrick Newell come in, along with Randy Wilkerson checking back in. Patrick Newell also a force on the inside as well. Thing about Patrick Newell is not only is he a beast on the inside, but he can also shoot the outside shot. Don't sleep on Patrick Newell. Tommy Christian.
Little step back. Boom. That's a two-pointer there.
That is 14-10. Newcastle on top.
That was a great step back move, though.
Newell pass out to Wilkerson. Dababa driving inside. Ooh.
From the corner, no good.
Dababa with the rebound. Tommy Christian. Over to DePanty. DePanty setting up his shot. Nice move, and drains it. So
ice in his veins.
Yes. So with that, Newcastle still on top though, still number 1 in the first period. 14, they are on top, Hurricanes on top, 14 over your Newcastle Vikings with 12. We'll be right back.
There's a bond among Central people that extends far beyond the 4 years that you spend at this wonderful institution. Should I start with a necktie? That necktie sends a message to a young person who may be immature that there's something beyond you, and this necktie is a symbol of the fact that you had better embrace that something that's bigger than you. You can't replace that. You can't quantify it. You can't draw a picture of it. I'll hear about a Pittsburgh celebrity or a national celebrity, and somebody will say, you know, he's a Central guy. And I would say, I didn't know that. As soon as that Central Catholic word comes out of somebody's mouth, there's a hollow feeling. Unless you're a Central person, you have trouble explaining what that bond is. You really do. You can say it with pride. I'm a Central guy. Still am.
Welcome back to Alumni Hall. My name's Kyle Templin. Next to me is Joe Deasy. And it is right now so far a shootout, 14-12. The Hurricanes of Newcastle are on top right now of your Central Catholic Vikings. But it is still anybody's game right now. We are in the second period and a lot of back and forth in this game, Joe.
It's deja vu from the JV game. They were back and forth within 2-3 points the entire game. Central did pull out that JV win, and I think we're going to be in store for something similar.
And there's a lot of fouls, and so far, you know, the Newcastle fans are not happy with that foul. I didn't get to see it from over here, so. And that's a travel. I saw that. That
The
was
commish told
definitely
him,
a
get those
travel.
numbers up.
Yeah, that was definitely a travel, though. That was a little stutter step there by Patrick Newell. I could see that from over here. So Newcastle will take over on that. Nice mid-range jumper.
Oh, wow.
And they are going to call a charge on that.
Central fans go wild. Newcastle pointing fingers. It's just the second period, Kyle.
Yeah.
We got 2 more.
We're only 30 seconds into this period, too.
We're already a finger point. Okay, that's where we're at.
DePanty with the ball, 14-12. Newcastle so far on top. Wilkerson over to DePanty. Oh, Newell with the shot outside. DeBaba with the rebound, puts it in.
Big rebound.
Big rebound, you're right. 14-14 now. Number 1 versus number 2, Joe.
Couldn't write it up any better.
Huge hustle there by Randy.
Randy dived, threw it off. It looks like he threw it off his own leg. He was trying to throw it off of number 2 from Newcastle. It would have been a really heads-up play. And Randy is always diving. His hustle, second to none.
If you could put his heart into any other player, I'll tell you what.
He leaves it out there.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Deep.
Wow. The shooters on this team, man.
Both JV and Varsity. These Newcastle coaches must be letting these guys shoot threes from 6 feet behind the line.
I'm telling you. DePanty blocked.
Big block by Newcastle.
Stolen by QB1. Back over to DePanty. He gets to in and out. Rebound by QB1, and they're going to say it was on the line. Newcastle will get possession.
What a series of events.
Wow.
DePanty would have hit that. This place would have went nuts.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So Newcastle with the ball. Up 17-14. Just over 6 minutes left. DePanty tried for the steal again. Wide open to three-pointer, and that is going to be. They are going to call that a 3.
That kid can shoot.
Yeah.
Number 2.
So the Hurricanes up 20-14 now.
Isaiah Boyce, he got quite a few today.
So the Vikings drawing a foul, Sheedway down low, drawing a foul, and that's going to be the only way that they're going to be able to stop him, because they just don't have the size. There's nobody that's even close to the size that he has.
He's at least 4 inches taller than everyone on the court.
Oh, at least. Tommy Christian setting up the play. Down low to Sheedway. Up. Huge rebound there by Cole Sullivan, and he puts it in. Timeout, Central Catholic, and that's going to put them within 4. So they were down by 6, now they're down by 4.
We said it from the beginning, those big guys down low, Central's losses are when those guys are not active.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right about that, Joe. It's when they play bully ball down low, they win. Now the key is that they're going to have to really contest these guys that are shooting from the outside, because these guys that are shooting from the outside, they're getting open, and that's going to be the key to them. They need to hurry these guys' shots that are shooting outside, because right now they're making it too easy for these guys.
Absolutely.
You know, and we saw that in the JV game. These guys, you know, number 3 was just having a field day from the outside, and then when they started hurrying his shots, that's whenever they were able to retake control of that game. Now, what I'm seeing from this Newcastle varsity squad, though, is they got more than one guy that can shoot.
Absolutely.
There is no doubt about that. And so they're definitely going to have to.
From the whole perimeter as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Some of these guys, you see them in high school, they're just their spot on the corner of the key.
Yeah.
They're there all day.
Yeah.
Number 5, and I think it's number 2.
Yeah.
They're the whole perimeter.
Yeah, they got the whole perimeter to work with. I mean, they're definitely multi-tool players when it comes to the perimeters. And far from the perimeter, too. Not just from the line.
Yeah, you got to let them earn that deep shot, and they earned it in JV, they earned it in varsity. Tommy Christensen getting a little dirty there. Central's pointing, and they got it.
Yeah, Dababa reached inside there after Christian knocked it loose. So great defensive play there by the Vikings. Wayner bringing the ball up. Tommy Christian. Wilkerson driving inside, finger roll. Couldn't get it to go. Tommy Christian. Cole Sullivan following his man all the way.
Deep.
Oh, and that kills you because that was very deep.
Kyle, that's 6-7 feet behind the line.
How do you guard against that? I mean, you know, Wilkerson did everything he could. Sullivan, hard inside.
That's what they need.
Yeah. Just hard in the paint. Because, again, you can't stop him. You can't stop him or Dababa. When they're driving inside like that, you can't.
Oh, extracurricular on the corner out there.
I don't even understand how that's a foul because he ran into his own guy.
You know what? I agree with you. I saw 2 Newcastle guys collide with each other. I'm looking for the central shirt. It wasn't near him. But
like I think Cole Sullivan got done dirty on that one.
I agree.
So
well, you'll have those.
Yeah.
Break.
Sometimes that's the game. So well, luckily for Cole, that's only his first foul of the game. So driving inside. Oh, big rebound there for Newcastle. Dababa, though, gets the rebound that time. Central driving the ball up. Newcastle up by 5. Tommy Christian back over to DePanti. DePanti over to Tommy Christian. Christian will take the shot off the back of the rim that time. Huge rebound there by Wayner. That's amazing to me that they call the jump ball that fast in this game. They're calling it very fast.
They're letting them know that they are in control.
Yeah. Jump ball going to go Newcastle's way. So Newcastle bringing the ball to half court. Just over 3 minutes left here in the half. Inside Cole. And unfortunately, Cole's going to get called for the foul.
I think that kid was in the air for 3 seconds. He was just floating.
And it was.
He double or triple pumped that.
Yeah. It was a while. And that's Jonathan Anderson, and he is going to get the and one. So a chance to go up. And he does get it. So 26-18. So Newcastle with their largest lead of the day, up by 8. So Dababa now over to DePanti, back over to Dababa. No, and DePanti gives it up, and that is going to put Newcastle up by 10. So Cole Sullivan now with the ball down to Dababa down low. Inside. gets his own rebound, puts it back up.
They basically just stopped even trying on him. If they're not forcing it, Central got to force it down at Dababa every single time. The two guys stopped playing defense on him.
Well, I think that they know that they don't want to get into foul trouble with him. So, because that's the only way they can stop him, I think, is they know that.
Central should just be feeding it to him. I mean, the two guys gave up on that previous play.
Yeah, it's the same with Cole Sullivan. Like, if they put it down low, I don't think they can stop him either.
Baba gets it at the key, takes it down low. Yeah. Slightly challenged, but
yeah, not much. They just put the body in front of him, and that's just it. 28-22, and they're going to call timeout.
Hopefully, Coach sees that they're giving Dababa some space and maybe kind of change gears and shift it around him.
Yeah, the biggest thing I think on their end is they got to get some block shots down on this end, right? They got to get some breaks down on this end.
And very odd, Central does have some shooters. I mean, we got DePanty, Rennie Wilkerson, Tommy Christian. They all can shoot, and I don't think any of them have any threes. Maybe one or two. But it's been quiet from them. It's been like you said, bully ball. It's been a big guy's game.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I think that it's you play bully ball down low up until you get to where you need a clutch shot, one or two from those guys. We saw that in previous games where they call on those guys when they need them. But, you keep playing the bully ball down low because if they're going to keep giving you 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, you take it, right? Those are high percentage plays. You know that you're going to get the 2. You keep feeding the machine. And then, on the other end, you got to make plays down here, though, in order to, to flip the script. And I think that, right now, Newcastle, man, they got a hot hand, though, when it comes to making shots.
They got some shooters.
They do.
And the passes that they're getting through the Central defense is amazing.
It really is. I mean, I can't say enough about that. I mean, they're very. I mean, you can see why they're the #1 team in the WPIAL right now. I mean, you really can.
Like that pass right there.
Yeah, like that pass right there. There was nothing Dababa could have done any better on that play.
Alley-oop to number 2.
Yeah.
Easy layup.
Yeah.
Over, does it have it listed? Dababa's listed at 6'7", so they just alley-ooped over a 6'7" guy.
That's what I mean. There's
school.
Nothing he could have done better on defense on that play.
Dababa calling for it down low.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cole Sullivan just a little bit out of Dababa's reach when he threw that up to him. So
I think he just threw it on the wrong shoulder. Dababa wanted it on the inside.
Yeah.
Cole threw it on the outside.
Yep.
Got to switch paint and throw in those plays.
Yeah. So Newcastle up by 8. 45 seconds left.
Looks like they're going to hold for last shot.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're happy where they are right now in the game.
In the wise words of our student announcer, Ryan Meredith, he says, no shot clock in high school.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I think they're happy where they are. They'll take the momentum going into the half, which is smart. No reason to give Central Catholic any excitement going into the half, right?
Six seconds. The Fleet actually counted that down early,
They did.
which is a classic college play, and he fell for it.
All right, so Hurricanes on top, 30-22. We'll be back with Central Catholic Viking basketball after this.
Ace, a skilled sharpshooter in their respective tradecraft. Do you have what it takes to be an ace? Located in Homestead, Pennsylvania at the bank on 8th, Ace Axe Throwing is the place where you and your friends can throw axes, drink, have fun, and compete to become an ace. Open Monday through Sunday. Book your tickets online today at www.aceaxethrowing.com. Discover who the ace really is.
At Central Catholic, being connected takes on a deeper meaning. Since 1927, these hallowed hallways have been responsible for connecting young men and forging everlasting values. At Central Catholic, being connected means being part of a brotherhood. Men who may come from different backgrounds and have different interests, but men who share a fundamental connection, the Central Catholic connection.
Welcome back here to Alumni Hall. My name's Kyle Templin. Next to me is Joe Deasy. And a hurricane has come through here to Central Catholic. And right now, Newcastle is up by 8 points, leading your Central Catholic Vikings 30-22. Newcastle on pace for their 62 points a game. Central Catholic not so much. Right now, 22 points. Low scoring affair for them. The key to them to get back into this game is to slow down the offense of the Hurricanes. And obviously for Newcastle, they want to keep their foot on the gas and keep going. And that is not a good start for Central Catholic as they give up right away a fast break and go down by 10. So regroup here for the Vikings.
I think you got to activate some of these outside shooters. Obviously, you got to keep banging down low. You're with your big guys.
And DePanty drives in. So that's going to be DePanty getting on the board. That is actually only his second basket of the game. DePanty now with 4 points on the game. Newcastle with the ball. Defense chance from the Fleet. Newcastle, mid-range shot, up and in. Nice floater there. Keeping the distance. 10-point game. Central Catholic setting up their shot outside by Wayner. Wayner takes his shot. DeBaba tries for the rebound. Can't come up with it. Newcastle, outside shot, open, three, drains it. 13 points up now by Newcastle. The Hurricanes running away with this game early if the Vikings cannot counter soon. Wilkerson, mid-range shot, can't come up with it. DeBaba, though, with the rebound. DeBaba in and out. Vikings going to retain.
Better late than never, huh, boys?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rick to the stream. My man just drove all the way from Ohio.
Yes, he did.
Just to be here for this game. And honestly, it's a good game. It's starting to get away from Central, but both these teams are really leaving it all out
Cole
there.
Sullivan,
I was going to say,
offensive rebound.
I think Cole Sullivan disagrees. Let's see if Randy back there putting the shoulder into him.
Randy Wilkerson going to get called for that foul.
What a great atmosphere, though.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Rick, we got a lot of people tuning in. 350 people currently watching.
All right. Well, I
Got a whiteout by the Fleet.
I'm going to send you all personalized notes of apology for being late.
Got to give a big shout out to my uncle Steve Scabora tuning in from home. He's
Where's Pat?
I know. He's in college now.
I'm sure he's studying.
He's a loyal viewer, so I got to give him a shout out. Thank you guys all for watching from home.
38-24, that second one is good. DeBaba has it now, and I would venture to say, just looking at the score, 14 points down, you're going to need some magic from that guy who just had the ball. Dante DePante's got it back, looking to drive inside, stops, going to pull up, hand it over to Randy. Randy's going to pop it for three, no good. Cole Sullivan there, rebound. Cole puts it back up and is good for two. Plenty of time, 5:16 here in the third quarter.
Hurricanes coming in here, Rick, on top of the Whippio.
Yeah, good. Certainly a good season for them. Maybe not the season we were expecting from the Vikes, but that will certainly help. Randy with the steal. He's going to get over. Dante pulls up for three, no good, off the side of the rim, and foul called against the Vikes.
DeBaba down low, pushing the guy out.
That's DeBaba's first foul of the game. So as I'm catching up here with what I see on the board, doesn't look like it's been a foul-heavy game.
No, not at all.
Which I would imagine with two teams that are this good, that means the referees are allowing them to play basketball, which is nice. Newcastle looking in the outside, long three-pointer put up, no good there. DeBaba for the rebound, brings it down, hands off to Dante. Randy going to stop, pull up for three. Nope, tries to drive inside in the paint, gets it to DeBaba. He will put it down, +1.
Hurricanes coming in with only 2 losses on the season. One of those losses, though, to the Vikings, so they are not unbeatable.
Yeah, first of all, we found out this season, especially from the scope that we didn't want to look through, everybody's beatable because we saw people come in here and beat our Vikes that we did not expect to see. DeBaba no good on that +1.
Now they are undefeated on the road, which you don't see a lot from teams.
That's, yeah, that is a rarity as we hit the midway point of this third quarter. Hurricanes trying to get down low, they do, and they'll get it to fall. Still a 12-point lead, but again, we've got enough firepower on the floor, wearing white tonight, that this is comebackable, if you will. Cole Sullivan's going to go off the glass, no good. He'll get his own rebound, get tied up down there at the bottom, and pick up the foul. That is number 2, Calvin Vento, who since I walked in this door has seemed to be an orchestrator of what's happening here hurricane-wise. Into DeBaba. Sheway hands it to Randy. Randy's going to stop. Oh, I'm sorry, that was DePanty. Stop and pop for 2. He's going to miss. DeBaba, he'll miss on the rebound, but he'll get his own rebound and put it back in for 2 more, making it a 10-point game.
Rick, just to fill you in, these central shooters that we have seen throughout the whole season, they've been eerily quiet today.
Well, I will say this. It looks like Randy, who is usually one of those shooters that's cool from anywhere, playing some good defense back on the other end. Here comes Peyton up, no good.
I don't think Randy has a shot on the day.
He hasn't had a shot since I walked in, that is for sure, but it looks like he's still scrapping out some defense as he's here in front of us. The press is on right in front of the Vikes bench.
Randy has been quiet. He does have 2 points on the day, but he has been quiet. Normally we're used to him dropping threes, but they have kept him under wraps most of the game.
The Fleet was excited about that. It created a turnover right in front of the Vikes bench. I don't know, is it short shorts and white tank top night?
It is white out. Obviously, some of the Fleet members have taken it to the extreme, and we see that with Central.
Yeah, well, that's, why wouldn't we?
And I was there just a few moons ago.
I like it.
Doing the same exact goofy stuff.
I like it. I like it. Dante with it, going to try to find some room. Okay. I would say that was pass interference. If I had to call it something, DeBaba couldn't get his arms out extended to grab that ball, and it rolls out of bounds. It goes back the other way in favor of the Hurricanes. 2.5 to go here in the thirds. Pull-up jumper off angle, falls down, rebound taken by the Vikes. They're going to roll in. Dante as the Euro step, and he will make it count for 2 more. Now a single-digit advantage, 8 points for the visiting Hurricanes of Newcastle. Some fans thought perhaps that should be a travel. I thought it was a good no call, but I see why they thought that.
Mostly because they probably thought that because traveling has been called a lot in the past 2 games. So.
We were briefed that the commissioner of the WPIAL has asked the referees to pump their numbers up in the traveling department.
So.
Is that a true story?
No. But it seemed like it because there was an unusual number of traveling calls in the JV game and then in the early half of the varsity game. So it seems like the fans.
Coach Urso getting yelled at to get back onto his bench side.
That was a beautiful play right there. Number 2, Calvin Vento, who seems to be a really the heart and soul on this is going to drive outside, and well, actually drive inside. Let me switch directions there. That is number 22.
Cole Sullivan. Or no, not Cole Sullivan.
Well, that's Newell.
Oh,
Patrick Newell.
and I apologize. Number 2. Oh, there's the travel call. Yeah. I have been announcing our own player, who I'm not familiar with. Kelvin Vento is number 2. I should be saying number 2 is DeJuan Young for Newcastle.
I will say this, though, although a lot of traveling has been called, not a lot of fouls like you mentioned, Rick, and any kind of embellishment to try to get a foul, the refs are not biting.
Tommy Christian was hung up there. Nice job by Tommy. Good patience. Three-pointer put out, no good. DeBaba there for the rebound, his own rebound, and Coach Urso can't believe it. That last three-pointer attempt, by the way, was by Patrick Newell. Dante DePanti is going to inbound, 58 seconds left on the clock into Newell. Pat looking around, finds Dante in the paint, looks to DeBaba. DeBaba puts it off the glass and down for 2 more, and it gets a lot closer, within 6. If the Vikes could manage to hold them off here and go in down 6 into the 4th quarter, that would be great. 2 more would really be nice.
See the energy changing towards Central?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's what an electric atmosphere. This is what February high school basketball is supposed to feel like.
Only one more home game after this.
Yeah. No shot clock, so there's plenty of time. 20 seconds left to go in the 3rd. More than anything, just don't give up 2 more. Makes this. There's definitely an embellishment right there.
That's what I mean.
Good on the referees. Good on the referees
biting.
for not calling that. Tommy Christian scrapping it out on the floor. Newcastle has possession. They will put it down for 2 more. Peyton has it. He's going to launch. Actually came pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Pretty darn close. That is it for 3. 44-36, low-scoring game here tonight in Oakland. We've got a fresh 8 on the clock. We'll be right back. Eight minutes left to make the hay here on Truck Crummy Court. I'm Rick, that's Kyle, Joe's here, and we have a good one and a winnable one. Down by as many as 14 guys in the 3rd.
Yeah.
Cut that lead down to 8. Should have been 6. Cut it down to 8. It's still a very winnable game, but this is where you find out, do you have what it takes? Are your players who you think they are? We're about to find out as you're playing the number 1 team in the Whitfield, the Newcastle Hurricanes.
Yep, number 1 team in the Whitfield, number 3 in the state.
Well, I mean, you can see why. That was a nice pass whipped across the court. Three-pointer up, no good. Dante there for the rebound, and he is looking to go long. He goes long. He finds Cole Sullivan. Cole Sullivan will have those 2 and attempt 1 more.
That was a tricky pass, and he got it through.
It was threaded perfectly.
Cole Sullivan at the line, standout football player.
I mean, he and Peyton both came down to the, I think the final 3.
Yeah.
In football for the voting for, I think it was KDKA.
So like Player of the Year?
Player of the Year, yeah.
So that counts. It's a 5-point advantage now. Floater put up no good. Multiple Vikings there for the rebound. It came down into Dante's hands. He's looking underneath the hoop. DeBaba rolled through. He's going to create some space. Near side of Tommy Christian down to Cole Sullivan. You dance with who brung you, boys, and right now his name is Cole Sullivan. 44-41. A different story here in the first 60 seconds of the fourth quarter. Drive down low inside, nothing doing, turns around, spins, high pop, no good.
Nice rebound there by DeBaba.
Ball rolls out of bounds, and it's going the Vikings' direction. Timeout taken.
Timeout by Newcastle. That's got. I mean, you had to figure that was coming.
Well, I was going to say it is the best time to take the timeout. The Vikes came into this. They have actually a 5-0 run in the first minute and a couple seconds. That's a good timeout by Newcastle. What the responsibility of not only the coaching staff but all the other players is make sure you just keep telling your teammates right now, you can keep this up. You can keep this up. A 3-point game is a no-point game. It doesn't matter. 3 points is no points. But you're not down by 14 like you were about 10 actual minutes ago. You're down by 14. I walk in here and you two look like the saddest people I've ever seen.
Well, the shift in momentum has definitely happened. I mean, look at the fleet.
Well, I brought it from Ohio.
You did.
I did.
You did.
Emma's showing the fleet on the screen right now.
Yeah.
And you know what, Rick, you missed a couple plays. The 6 men, the fleet, they caused a couple missed foul shots. They caused a couple missed passes. I mean, they're into it.
They are. The 6 man is active.
Activate to Cole Sullivan. He's triple teamed. He doesn't care. Shot it anyway and almost came down with the rebound was DeBaba. And they are pushing and pressuring in that corner. Newcastle going to find a way to break out. They do, and that's a 5-second violation.
That full court press is really pressuring them.
Ooh, absolutely.
There's nothing in my life I can relate to that kind of speed because I don't know how to be that fast. What those guys just did there was certainly impressive. Creating the turnover, I'm sure the 6-man helped. And Peyton has it on the far side. Over to Tommy Christian, back to the top. DeBaba, what will he do? Hands it over to Dante. And you got to figure if somebody hits a 3-pointer right now, this place is going to explode. That's a long 2. Missed. DeBaba there for the rebound. He'll put it back up. Doesn't fall, but he is going to go to the line. Could creep within 1. 6:07 left.
Newcastle team fouls at 5. Central team fouls at 3.
DeBaba good on the first one. Fleet ready to explode. And a miss by DeBaba stays a 2-point lead. Newcastle with the rebound looking to go up floor. Tommy Christian there, and nice play. Cole Sullivan sticks the big paw out, knocks it out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table with an even 6 on the clock. Newcastle brings it across the line. And I would imagine Newcastle's not going to have a lot of room to get down inside the paint, so they're going to have to create from outside. Runs into a buzzsaw. There's a couple of them there. Is DeBaba going to get up? Nope. He does grab the rebound, though. Just a bad shot. And DeBaba was able to snag that out, and a chance for the Vikes to take.
Wow. And I honestly thought that was going to go the other way.
Dante, just keep playing.
Yeah.
You can't fix that. Just keep playing.
They've been jawing back and forth, just with hand checks. You know, nothing big, but it was called the other way against Central.
Yeah, you can't. you're in too good of a game and it's too tight to even think about that. You don't like the call, you just got to suck it up and move on. And there's a jumper put up to 2, back to a 4-point advantage. Again, 4 points is nothing in a game like this with with two teams that can score as quickly as these two can. Although it's the defense, I would surmise has been the story with these low scores. Tommy looking for an outlet, finds it over to Shibwe. He's going to drive. Shibwe off the glass and it doesn't fall.
Just couldn't get the roll.
Newcastle finding a way, and that was well executed by Newcastle. A nifty pass and an even better shot puts them back up by 6. Dante with it, going to drive inside, look back out. Peyton takes it to the far side, hands it over. Tommy Christian stops at the foul line, gives it over to Peyton. Peyton rolling through, can't get it to fall. Peyton's on the ground, gets back up, no problem, but about 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in this one, and you can't let it get too far past this 6 points. Floats inside, and it falls, goes off the rim and down. 8 points. You would think the Vikes have to make something out of this here. Dante pulls up, 3-pointer, good. And we're gonna take I believe a full timeout. Let's see here. Full timeout, Joe. We'll take one too. We'll be back. Coming back from that timeout, 3:52 on the clock, 50-45 the score. Randy Wilkerson checks back in. You guys says he only had 2 points thus far on the game. You could see him hitting a big 3-pointer in this last half.
Absolutely.
Of the fourth. But right now can't do it because possession belongs to Newcastle, who obviously has no fear. This game got within 2, back up to 5. Going to get pressed a little bit there and finds an outlet. Does Newcastle, and back to the line. Going to drive inside, down in the paint. Boy, that is a heck of an effort by Jonathan Anderson. Went all the way through the paint unscathed, puts it off the glass, and collects 2 more, 52-45. Dante's got to do something with it, finds DeBaba on the near side, hands it right back, 3-pointer up, 3-pointer no good, there for the rebound. Woo! Patrick Newell picks up the rebound and then finds himself on the floor. Nice job by Patrick. That should be that's the 6th foul on Newcastle. Newell go to the line. Super valuable points right here with the clock not running. First one no good. Second one is good. Puts that back to a 6-point lead. And I would think, guys, you'd see the press right here real hard.
Oh, yeah.
You got to create a possession here. Easily broken by Newcastle there for the, I mean, just, you can't teach that. That is just pure hustle and speed, creating that opportunity to make it an 8-point lead for Newcastle so quick. Randy's coming around through the paint, goes down to the floor, and he managed to get a shot off, no foul called, but nothing doing in the points department. And back up again quickly is Newcastle. When you press like that, that is what happens. Somebody is ultimately open at the end of the rainbow, and they are taking advantage of it. It is now a 10-point lead. Randy goes inside to Dababa. He's looking to move around with it. And that will be the 7th foul?
Yeah, 7th.
The first half, the key to success was getting it down low to these big guys. And I feel like because they're down so much, they're just looking for these outside shots. I think they still should be sticking with the plan to get it to the big guys.
Yeah, when they got away from that.
Since I walked in the door, that's what I've seen. I don't think they've had, one three-pointer maybe in the last 2 periods.
Very uncharacteristic.
Quite. Nick Wallace, by the way, for Newcastle, picks up his 4th foul. In and out for Dababa. They needed those points. 2:05 left to go, 10-point lead. Weaving their way through is Newcastle. They're very good at that and have been able to do it again. Trying to drive inside. Now they're just trying to kill some clock.
Yeah.
When you retreat back to the line, when you have an open lane, you're making them foul you, and I would imagine now would be a good time. Unless you can pin them into that line, but so far they can't do it. Newcastle's just having their way with it, and they have now wasted 20 seconds of just playing back and forth. Tommy Christian there, and I think finally Tommy got a hack on him to stop that clock at 1:24, and it might have taken just a little too long. They killed nearly 30 seconds. Fifth foul, 15 foul, by the way, for Central. Little jawing back and forth by the fans. Not sure what happened there, but clock starts again, and Tommy Christian's going to have to throw the body into number 12. Jonathan Anderson, and he will go to the line. First one's good. And now it's an 11-point lead, and it's going to be very difficult to mount this comeback.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And just as we saw the Vikings mount their comeback and show why they're the number 2 in the WPIAL, we saw Central Catholic, the Hurricanes, come back and show why they're the number 1 and the number 3 in the state.
Yeah, they really did. Peyton there, in and out. Honestly, they've taken high percentage shots that just aren't going in.
Yeah.
The Vikes have really, how many? 2 or 3 by Dababa, 1 from Cole Sullivan that I can remember right under. Those are high percentage shots.
Yeah.
It's just not falling.
Yeah.
64 seconds left. Back to the line go the Hurricanes of Newcastle. Number 5, Isaiah Boyce. He'll make that first one. And the second, rounded off to 60. 14-point lead with just 1 minute left to go.
Timeout, Central Catholic.
Dante picked up that too. Central took that quick timeout. Took 11 seconds off the clock. 30-second timeout. We'll just stay here.
Looks like Central plays Butler next. Or excuse me, what is today's date? No, they play Butler on the 7th. And their final home game is North Allegheny here.
NA.
And I actually went out to the NA game. My buddy does the announcing at NA, so Central versus NA. He announces for them. He watches all the games. He said, you guys are going to beat us tonight. And NA ended up beating Central. So he was surprised by it. So we'll end with them here at Alumni Hall, Chuck Crummy Court. And we'll see how that matchup goes.
What night is that, Joe?
That is Friday the 10th.
All right.
Final home game versus NA.
NA just got themselves some new replay boards, I saw.
Those things, they are legit jumbotrons.
Yeah, I saw.
The pictures don't do it justice. When I saw them in person, it was like a joke. I thought I was at a college arena. I mean, they do replays live. I mean,
wow.
To have that technology in high school is.
The first time I saw something like that was the first time we did the NA Vikings football game during COVID, and I went, did they have a replay booth? And they did.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. 61-48 to score now. Getting difficult. DeJuan Young collects another. Dante has it, looking for some space. Goes down to DeBaba. And I would imagine Newcastle's not. Oh, geez. Coming in hot. Peyton Wayner. Another foul called. And this only works if they miss.
Right.
And they don't miss.
Right.
Double bonus, 42 seconds left. Newcastle 62, Central 50. Rolling the ball down the court, DePanty taking it up. Hey, at least DePanty's back. I was just telling, it's nice to see him back on the court after being injured last game.
He missed that three-pointer there. Newcastle recovers with under 30 left to go. Trying to get it across. And DeBaba is going to commit the foul. That could have gone either way for me. Could have been a foul. Could have been Nick Wallace actually walking a little bit. Either way, I don't know that it entirely matters. With the 25 seconds left to go.
25 seconds.
Hey, just pouring it on. Second one good as well. Peyton, three-pointer. Good. 65-53, 18 seconds left to go. That call was so questionable on the line. Again, it wouldn't matter, but it was stifling defense. DeBaba is going to pick up another foul with the last 6 seconds left to go. And the Newcastle fans stomping on the bleachers.
Very rowdy over there.
Oh, it came out in full force. Newcastle's not close.
No, it's not. Good on them. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, this is what high school basketball in February is supposed to feel like.
Absolutely, and these teams will definitely see each other in the playoffs. So.
Both those free throws good. 3 seconds. DePanty puts up another three-pointer. No good. And that's it. 67-53, your final score from Alumni Hall. Certainly not what anybody loving the Vikes would have expected or hoped for. As mentioned, 2 more games left. And I do believe we will be here next Friday.
Yes, we will be here for the North Allegheny game on the 10th. They play Butler on the 7th away at Butler. Just check Max Preps. North Allegheny is 4th in the Whippeal. Don't know what Butler is, but I know that final game versus NA. Be a big crowd on both sides, and you got to end on a high note. And the wise words of Kyle, you just got to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Got to make it to the playoffs. It'll be, if you thought it was packed in here tonight, I'm sure that NA game will be just as big, maybe even more. Let's see if Coach Urso is going to join us. I'm going to go with no. I think he's seen enough. So again, 67-53 your final score for Emma, Joe, Kyle, and myself. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you back here next Friday night on Chuck Crummey Court at Alumni Hall. Good evening, everyone.